Okay, hello everybody. My name is Dr. James Ong, and today we are going to present, or I am going to present, all the products of Prive International, as well as the business plan, if you are interested in doing the business. Okay, so without much further ado, let us get straight into it, and then later on, at the end of this presentation, there'll be Q&A session. Okay, there'll be Q&A session. Right, so Prive International was established just more than a year ago, and we are already more than 50 countries. Yes, you heard me correctly. We are already in more than 50 countries, something unheard of within the industry of networking, also within the industry of food supplement and health related company for such an amazing start. All right, so that's where we are today. Now, before I start, I would like to state medical disclaimers. iTeracare Classic, iTeracare Premium, and iTeracare Pro are not medical devices. The information provided is for educational purposes only and does not substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult a medical professional or healthcare provider if you are seeking medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. All right, let's get started. So, what's so exciting? Well, these are the three products that's making it very exciting. We have the Classic, which is the red one, and then we have the Premium, and we have the Pro. Okay, they all blow terahertz frequency, so they all blow, but it's just how they blow. All right, I'll come to that later on. Okay, so what is terahertz? A lot of us may not have heard of terahertz, including myself. I haven't heard of terahertz before I joined, and I joined in actually I was informed about it in April, and I was doing some research, and only in May I decided to join. Okay, those of you who know me, my background, I have an economics degree, a law degree, and practiced law before I became a networker, and also got my PhD in alternative medicine. And I'm very passionate about helping people. And yeah, having said that, I'm very meticulous, so I'm not easily to be convinced. So when they told me about it in April and I saw this product and I say, wow, if it is as good as what you guys are telling me, then it will explode. And true enough, it is as good. All right, and I'll show you and I'll prove to you, because it's very important that, to me, you have to substantiate everything you say. Just like an attorney or a lawyer, when you go to court, you have to really be prepared, right? So I'm prepared for you guys to shoot me down, and I'm gonna substantiate everything that I say so that I can prove to you scientifically. So what is terahertz? Well, terahertz, it sits between microwave and infrared. So it's just a frequency that sits between microwave and infrared. Many of us know, of course, microwave, and many of us also know infrared, but we have never heard of terahertz. But the good thing is that we have been using it, this technology, without knowing it. How many of you have been through the airport? Yeah, when you go through the airport, what do you have? The scanner, right? So you walk through it and then they can see the whole thing, whether you're holding a gun or whatever, right? So when you go through the scanner, that is terahertz. That is terahertz technology, all right? And why they're using it as opposed to X-ray, because X-ray is another way they can see through everything, is because X-ray ionizes your cells, but terahertz does not. Terahertz does not ionize and therefore does not harm your DNA. Are you with me? So here you have been experiencing it, this technology, without knowing. Medical imaging and everything is now going towards that direction. And satellite network 5G and 6G have been using it as well. All right, moving along. Who is the inventor of this wonderful device? Well, he's from China. And every time when I say this, well, I can see eyes rolling. I know I can't see you, but I can feel your eyes rolling, all right? Because there are some countries, some people, politically, when we say China, it's like, Then again, how many of you are using this? That's iPhone, right? And where is iPhone made? iPhone is made in China. In fact, not too long ago, Samsung was made in China too, until recently. So we know technology in China is pretty good. And this guy, he invented it in 2014, and it's already 8 years. So you can see the first version over here. In fact, it used to be very expensive. Now, because of technology and advancement, it has become cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, all right? And more affordable. And hopefully every home will have one. And I think every home should have one, okay? Now, there are 62 clinical test reports issued by Beijing Research Institute of Chemical Technology. And for people who would run businesses in China, they will know how difficult it is to get any kind of thing from the government agencies. All right. And we got 62 clinical tests from them. Okay, moving along. Well, we are a Malaysian company, so we are not related to China, right? Except for the product. We are a Malaysian company and we have the world exclusivity of this product, and we are marketing it globally. And as I said, we are in really more than 50 countries. And why is it so explosive? It is explosive because 4 key features and benefits, and they are, number 1, it stimulates your stem cells. Okay, let me go back. It stimulates your stem cells. And I'll prove you and show to you, activates your cells, and it's safe and it's user-friendly. So moving on to the first one, how does it stimulate your stem cells? Well, you just blow on your spine, on your bone, and your stem cells are hiding behind your bone, called the bone marrow. Okay. Now, this terahertz, it penetrates through our body, 20 to 30 cm, 10 to 12 inches. It goes, if you blow it from here, it's going to go right through. All right. So you don't have to blow like so near. You can blow 3, 4, 5, 6 inches, and it will still, So it's quite interesting that when you start blowing, then you feel energized. But most importantly, the first point is that how does it stimulate the stem cells? Well, when I was informed about it in April, I had to dig in. I really had to dig in. And this is what I have found. All right, this is what I found. I've copied and pasted here so that you can see. This is from the Russian Academy of Sciences, and they are not small. If you go to Wikipedia, you Google it, it's about 100,000 employees and 30,000 scientists. They are huge in Russia. All right. Then again, we talk about Russia. Well, because of the Ukraine war, well, many people are saying, But then again, we have to admit, Russian science is really amazing. Am I right? Russian science is pretty amazing. So this Russian, particular Russian authority, they have done the tests on mice. They didn't do on humans because to run it on human clinical trial costs a lot of money, all right? But they did it on mice. And usually the big pharma, they do human clinical trial to get their product approved and so on, because they have already patented the drug. And just by doing the human clinical trial, they don't mind spending more than $1 billion to do that, because once they get it approved, they get their ROI. You get a picture? But for institutes, bodies, and people, interested in the science, they will just test it on mice. Okay, and this is what they have found. And this is 2020, all right? If you can put on a microscope or your reading glass, you can see it's 2020. In other words, it's very, very recent, all right? And effects of terahertz radiation on stem cells. It was shown that exposure to ultra broadband pulse terahertz radiation for 9 hours promoted differentiation of mouse mesenchymal stem cells. Okay, before I explain, I just want to briefly elaborate on how these stem cells function. Stem cells, when we are young, we have a lot of active stem cells. That's why when you see children, they get a cut, it heals very fast. But as we get older and as we age, we get a cut and it heals slowly. And those people with diabetes, well, it gets harder. So why is it that the stem cells in our body as we get older seems to be lethargic and not functioning efficiently? Well, we have to understand our diet and the pollutants, everything that we put inside our body year in, year out, month in, month out. And we are putting a lot of toxins, a lot of all these things into our body. In fact, I said this before too. Our body is crying out for help, right? But we live in cities. We are into conveniences. We go to supermarkets. We do our grocery. And the kind of food that we buy have preservative, coloring, sugar, da-da-da, 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 and the list goes on. Are you with me? We go to the restaurants and we eat. Do you think the restaurant owner is going to give you the best quality organic food? Or do you think the restaurant owner is going to buy probably the cheapest, but looks good kind of food? Are you with me? Now, how does the vegetables look good? They put a lot of pesticides, right? Okay, enough. I don't want to frighten you. So essentially, we are consuming a lot of toxins, right? And it goes into our body, it stays in our body, and eventually, even our stem cells stops being active. So they are hiding behind the bone marrow, and stem cells are undifferentiated cells. In other words, they have no specific function. But when you stimulate it and it goes to a particular damaged organ, it can actually replace and repair damaged cells, all right? And they become differentiated. So if it goes to your heart, it becomes heart cells. If it goes to your blood, it becomes blood cells. If it goes to your liver, it becomes liver cells, and so on. So from undifferentiated, it becomes differentiated. Now, having explained that, let me now go back to, if you go to line 4, it says what? Promoted differentiation of, okay, promoted. Now, is that good? Promoted means what? Enhances, right? Promoted enhances, right? Promoted what? Differentiation. Remember what I said about stem cells? They are undifferentiated. So to promote differentiation, is that good or bad? It's good, right? To promote the differentiation of stem cells. Now, it goes on to say of mouse mesenchymal stem cells, right? What is mesenchymal stem cells? Well, you have embryonic stem cells, you have stem cells that they grow on Petra dish through the skin and blah, 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 you know. And there is also the mesenchymal stem cells, where it's a bit like liposuction. You suck out from your body and your fat, right? And they separate the stem cells, and the unwanted ones, they just throw away. And the stem cells, they will then store it in freezing cold, and then they will use it over a month, maybe, and inject in your organs, right? As you go and see the doctor a few times during the period. So this is what they call by stem cell therapy. And it's expensive. Oh yeah, I know there are some of you from Philippines here. Probably costs about 1.4 million peso. And in India, it's the same, right? I don't know if even it's legal in India, but many different countries, including Malaysia, we do have stem cells therapy, but they cost a lot. Here, right, here, you can just blow and your stem cells will get stimulated. Isn't it wonderful? From your own body. So this is what happens when you blow. Let me just read it one more time. Promoted differentiation of mouse mesenchymal stem cells. Okay? Promoted differentiation of mouse mesenchymal stem cells. All right. Now, in April, they also showed me a story about a guy who couldn't speak, and after just blowing for 20 minutes and he could speak. So I was naturally very curious, and I researched and I found this document from the National Institutes of Health from the United States. And for those of you who do not know, the NIH, right, through the PubMed Central, they allow people, doctors to, publish, and they are being judged by the peer group review. All right. So these are sort of like the authority for doctors to do their research and find out information. And this is what was written by one of those documents being published in 2021, December 17. Wow, very recent. 2021, December. Can you imagine? And what was found here was terahertz exposure enhances neuronal synaptic transmission. Okay, forget the word oligodendrocyte differentiation in vitro. In vitro means external, all right? So you blow terahertz exposure enhances. Now that's good, right? Again, given my legal background, we dissect the words, all right? So enhances is it good or bad? Enhances is good. Neuronal, what is neuronal? Neurons, all right? We have a lot of neurons in our brain, okay? Synaptic transmission, a lot of us do not understand. So I have taken the liberty to copy and paste here a definition. Synaptic transmission means an understanding of synaptic transmission is the key to understanding the basic operation of the nervous system at a cellular level. Without transmission, there is no direct communication between cells. There would be only individual isolated cells. The whole point of the nervous system is to control and coordinate body function and enable the body to respond to and act on the environment. Synaptic transmission is the key process in the integrative action of the nervous system. So guys, This is talking about cellular communication. So when your neurons connect with the cells, for example, you want to speak, then cellular communication. You want your hands to move, are you with me? So you need your central nervous system to function efficiently with synaptic transmission. And this is what it says. Terahertz exposure enhances neuronal synaptic transmission. Oh man, wow. And I saw this. This is amazing. This is just what I needed, all right? So we are talking about stroke patients. We are talking about Alzheimer's. We are talking about Parkinson. We are talking about many things, all right? Because it's able to enhance the neuronal synaptic transmission. So I got excited. So I joined the company on May 1, all right? Now, so that's why, the product works so efficiently, and I'll share with you testimonials later on. The second thing that got going for the product is it's resonate with our body cells. Terahertz resonates the same frequency as normal human cells, generating 100 million of vibrations per second. And when it resonates, well, this is how it looks like, okay? If it does not resonate, the ping pong balls will not move. But if it does resonate with the same frequency, then the ping pong balls will move, all right? So imagine when you blow, it resonates with our body cells, our body cell starts to vibrate. So it activates the existing cells in our body. So aside from the stem cells, it also resonates and activates our body cells. Third is it's very safe. A lot of people, when they want to blow on their body, they're like, But then again, the irony about us is that we blow the hair dryer on our head. Have you all tested the hair dryer with radiation tester? We have radiation on the blower or the hair dryer, but you don't seem to mind, right? When you go to fast food to eat, are you concerned with what they put in there? No. But when Dr. James Ong or somebody tells you, hey, this thing is going to enhance your health, you put on your thinking cap and you start becoming a researcher, right? Okay. Sorry. But what I'm trying to tell you is the irony of, you get a picture, right? When we fill our body with all the toxins and all that, we don't seem to mind because that's just an accepted fact. And also because advertisements have changed our mindset, okay? Now, our device has gone through the test. And the radiation test, when you put a radiation tester on electrical devices, you will be alarmed, okay? You'll be alarmed. See, 1,000 plus, all right? And then when you blow it with iTeracare device, 0. And I tried it myself because a guy took the thing to my house and we started blowing from all angles. And it's really 0, okay? There's no radiation at all. Then we also tested on UV radiation test. And again, it passed in flying colors, right? It passed with flying colors, all right? There's no UV radiation. Right. Moving on. It does so well for inflammation. It does extremely well for inflammation. And I would like to say something very strong. Most of our diseases, it starts with inflammation. It starts with inflammation. It starts with the pain. What is inflammation? You cut your finger with a knife, it bleeds, right? And it doesn't heal. It's going to inflame. Painful, right? You keep eating all the stuff into your body. You don't see it. It goes in. What is it going to do to your body and organs? Just imagine, day in, day out, day in, day out. Our body is inflamed everywhere, all right? And when your immune system is low and your body is inflamed, wow, that is dangerous, all right? So that's where over the years, it becomes a chronic disease. So all these diseases does not happen overnight. If it does, the government will ban it. But because it doesn't happen overnight, governments of the world don't ban a lot of all this stuff that we have been consuming, all right? But is it good for us? So we have to be educated. We have to be smart. Because if we believe in all these advertisements, look, many of us are very sick today. Many of us. Okay? So if we are doing right, why are we sick? So we got to think outside the box and don't believe everything you see on the billboard, on this, on that, on advertisements. All right? You got to be smart. You got to take care of yourself and your family. The Terahertz device is working exceptionally well to alleviate information. So when you are able to alleviate the information, a lot of things will just become better. Okay? So that's essentially what we have. Now, lastly, it's very simple. We give you a few points to blow and you just do that every day. If you have a particular problem with your, certain part of your body or organ, you just blow those parts and that's it. All right. We have even a very comprehensive PDF soft copy of all the different things and parts that you can blow. Okay. Very simple. Now, this guy, I'm sure a lot of us know who he is, Albert Einstein. He said, future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. So what does he mean? Maybe you get a headache, you just blow. You get a pain, you just blow. You stop popping pills, all right? So that is the future of medicine. It's a medicine of frequencies. Now, why is it that we look at ourselves? We have to first understand, what are we made of? Why does this terahertz work so well on people? Because we are made of energy. If you look at what we are in terms of elements, particles, right? Our molecules are oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus, it goes on. We are 100%, all right? We are 100% made of all these different molecules in our body. So if we have a problem with our body, we need to fix those, right? And when you look at the molecules are made of atoms, right? This is chemistry 101. And when you, and physics as well. When you look at the atoms and the subatomic particles, what you find is energy. And this was proven in 2012, not by me, right? This was proven in CERN, in Switzerland, where they have about 7,000 scientists. They spend more than 10 billion US dollars. And the energy that they found underneath the subatomic particle is called Higgs field. All right. So you can Google it, Higgs. Higgs. It's named after the guy in 1964 who proposed this theory together with other scientists. And his name is Peter Higgs. And he lived to witness the discovery of what he said in 1964, 50 over years later. In 2012, it was proven to be true, and he died, I think, a couple of years after that. Okay, so now it has been scientifically proven that we are all energy. Your cat, your dog, your plants, everything is energy. All right, so this is not made up, this is scientific. Okay, now, having said that, if we are all made of energy, if our organs, our cells, everything that needs to be fixed in our body, what should we fix? We fix the frequency, right? So that's where you find that our iTeraCare device works very well, because we are basically blowing on your body, we're charging your cells, we are stimulating your stem cells through the spine, the coccyx, right? And the bone marrow. So you find this works very well for our body, because our body is made of energy. Okay, so these are the three devices that we have. And the red one, the classic, is for household use. That is the basic model. And then the premium, the middle one, is, well, depending on your budget. If you have the budget for it, it costs 3 times more than the classic, but it's better in quality. Okay, better in quality. Now, the Pro, the one at the bottom, that is for doctors, wellness centers, is heavy duty, and they can blow. They can blow for hours, all right? And the Pro also has a higher output, okay? Together with, it has 4 functions, and one of the function is cold air, all right? The other 2 devices is either mild heat or stronger heat. Okay, but the Pro has also the heat function, but it also has one function that the other two doesn't have, which is it blows cold air. All right, so let's take a look at what the testimonials have to show us. First, we talk about beauty. All right, and they just blow on their faces. They just blow on their faces, and you will see staggering results. Right? Let's take a look. If you blow half your face, you will notice the difference. Okay, from O shape to V shape. Wrinkles disappears. Right? And you can see even skin becomes healthier, better. And when I saw all this, I was like, really? But I don't know them, right? Then this couple and this lady in particular, I know her, right? Because this is Remy and Jovette, right? And I've known them for a long time. And Jovette, okay, she was blowing on her face, not to become younger or beautiful. She has problem with her eyes, her eyesight, and she blew on her eyes around the eye. And then guess what? Look at the photo, the before and after. You can see the eyes is like firming up, and also not only the eye, but also the cheek area is firming up, right? And that's quite amazing. And you look at the chin, it's also looking better. And I was in General Santos and I made a short interview. So listen, all right, what she had to say. Yeah, here in the Philippines, in Condama, together to Jensen, and the is me and Jovet. Husband and wife team, right, working together. And recently we have seen the before and after photo of Jovet. And perhaps she can enlighten us how these 2 weeks transformation happened and why did she do it? Did she do it for beauty or what was the reason? Yes, Jovet.
When I use Is Terahertz, the intention is for my eye to go up to recovery my eyesight. But then for the 2 weeks span of blowing it, the result was really amazing, no? And I have compared my selfie photos, and then after 2 weeks of doing it, I saw and I was shocked myself when I saw it. It's really have a very big difference,
you know. So only when you do a comparison, then you realize the difference.
Yeah.
If you didn't compare, you wouldn't even notice it, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So I was so happy because not only for beauty with this amazing therapy, but for your
and also your eyesight improved, right?
Yes.
You mentioned about your power and the problem with your eyesight.
Yes. The fact is my other how do you eyeglass?
Yeah, more powerful, right?
Yeah. I never used it anymore because I had already a headache when I use it because of the
it has decreased, the power has decreased, so it gives you a headache.
Decreased already. So happy that the recovery of my eyes. So not only the recovery, but it want you know, the beauty of my eyes back.
Yeah, it's a wonderful side effect. And also you were talking about your thyroid. So
yes,
you're going on your chin.
Yes, the intention also is for my thyroid gland when I blew it. But the result also is the sagging of my neck. So I have this double chin.
Also disappeared.
Also disappeared. So it's really amazing.
Yeah.
The thyroid now is really something. It seems.
That's a blessing.
I felt so good.
Okay, so a lot of people have asked, what is your secret? Like how many minutes did you blow? And they want to know, they want to follow you now. So
just look the normal way.
on your face.
for 5 minutes for my eye.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Just keep on blowing at least twice a day.
All right, so guys, if you're watching this, there's no real secret.
Yeah.
Just get yourself a device and blow. Well, yeah. Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Okay, there you have it, right? And then now moving along, for people who wants to lose weight, well, let me explain. When we buy the device, you can also blow it onto your water that you drink to charge it and then drink it. So when you drink charged water together with blowing on your body, you're basically energizing your cells. So, you know, our cells made of hydrated with water, the mitochondria hydrated with water. So if you give your body the proper kind of quality water and energy charging the cells, what do you think the cells will behave? Of course, they're going to work efficiently, right? Your metabolic rate will go up, and that's why you see these ladies, when they blow the one, and also they blow on the fat area, they, you know, just on the key points, they lose weight. But it doesn't mean that they're going to continue losing weight, because they will just lose to the optimum weight. The reason why we have fats in our body is because our fats are trying to cover up the toxins. Remember, I talked about the toxins that we've been consuming and inhaling. And so our fats trying to protect our organs from being damaged. And that's why we have fats, you know. But if your cells are able to do the same thing and detox and, you know, being energized, then there's no need for fats, right? Or there's no need for excess fats in your body. And that's how this thing works. All right, moving on to some serious stuff, varicose veins. So you can see within minutes, right? I saw this and I was curious. Last month, actually more than a month ago, 1.5 months ago, I was in Vietnam. I was in Ho Chi Minh. And there was a lady whose mother had this varicose vein. So I was curious. I took the classic and I went there and I let her blow on the mother. And I was like, wow, within 20 minutes, that's also marvelous effect. All right. So yeah, those of you who are listening right now and you have that device, when you see varicose veins, just go and blow. All right. It works amazingly well. Okay, moving on. This is the one that I've been telling you about. The guy couldn't speak for 2 years and just blowing for 20 minutes and he could speak. And you saw the signs a while ago, right? It enhances neuronal synaptic transmission. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful to be able to help people, give hope to people when they're hopeless? Okay. Now, skin diseases. Well, this is common. This is common nowadays, right? It's everywhere. And it's not only uncomfortable, but also it doesn't look good, right? Well, I have seen many such cases, and I have experience of introducing to someone in Europe, in Belgium, and she had this eczema on her ear, and she consulted many doctors but couldn't get it, get rid of it. And what I told her is certain protocols to blow and charge the water, blow her spine. Within 3 weeks, she cleared it. She cleared the eczema. Wow. Guess what happens to my belief level? It skyrocketed, right? Okay. So psoriasis is also on the rise again. When your cells are working efficiently, things disappear. Okay. Now this lady, clenched fist, couldn't open, close, just blow for 15 minutes and she was able to. And you look at that little smile, kind of happiness on her face. All right. Next thing, frozen shoulder. That is a very common thing nowadays, right? And again, within minutes. And the first testimonial of Remy and Jovette was having frozen shoulder, and she had to take painkiller to that extent, all right? And yeah, and Remy blew on her for 20 minutes, and until today, no more, all right? And no painkiller. Now, this other lady had a hump, and yeah, after continuous blowing, the hump disappeared. So when I saw that, I said, really? In Tagalog, in Philippines, talaga, And until this happened, my good friend from Manila, Joy's niece, right? This lady here, she developed this lump, right? And after blowing for just 2 weeks, it disappeared. Okay, so there you go. And on the right side, you see a lake there that is belonging to a bishop, a pastor, and he has a problem with his valve in his heart. And because of that poor circulation, the legs became black, right? And Joy started blowing, and then he blew it himself, and black became brown. Yeah, he was featured in Prive International's live stream. I'm the host of the live stream. All right, so you can watch it, iTerracare channel on YouTube, and we have a lot of live streams for you to watch when you're free. All right, now this lady had difficulty walking. She's from Indonesia, and you can see her walking aid, and her face shows the expression of someone uncomfortable, right? Uncomfortable, in pain, right? And then after 15 minutes, look at that smile. Look at that smile. And she could walk without the walking aid. Amazing, right? And look at that smile. So, within my team, I'm telling you guys, hey, let's go out there and make someone smile. All right. Isn't it a wonderful thing? All right. Then this is a Malaysian lady, and she had difficulty kneeling because her knees are inflamed and in pain. Okay. And then after blowing for 1 week, she's narrating in Malaysian language. After doing it for 1 week, twice a day, morning and afternoon, she's able to walk without any problem. No more pain. Okay. And they asked her, can you run? She said, yeah, I can run. Oh, now she's going to show you how fast she can. Amazing, right? Make someone happy. All right, guys. Okay. And I saw one in Kenya. The lady went in with pain on her face, and she came out after 15-20 minutes, and she was dancing the African Kenyan dance, and everyone, the tribal dance, and everyone was dancing with her. Amazing, right? So yeah. And at Prive International, we also have a product liability insurance of $1 million for all our products. Okay. Here are photos of satisfied customers from all over the world. Far too numerous to display. Far too many. All right. Far too many all over the world. Now, this is something I want to show you because you can charge your water. And how do you do it? Just blow. Just blow for 1 minute. Okay. Just blow and drink it. And please watch this.
Good day,
Our
everyone.
blood.
We took a drop of blood and test microscope. We found the blood is sticking together. After that, we take 300 ml of water and we charge using the blower, which generate Is Terahertz technology. It's about 2-inch distance of a 30 seconds. After doing that 30 seconds, and we gave the person to drink, and we waited for almost 10 minutes. We test the blood is separated and beautiful. It's moving fast. The juice is also clean the blood and it remove all the toxin.
Right. Isn't that wonderful? Now let's look at energy water. What is the proof?
Yeah. Let's take the energy.
This was in India, all right? And the lady pouring the water is Madam Veda, the managing director of India. So this was during the beginning when they introduced into India. At that time, COVID cases in India was hundreds of thousands, all right? Hundreds of thousands. See?
This water contains no energy at all. So far, we have all. Now let's check the energy of channel and water.
Okay. Now, that's terahertz devices, all right? Now, let's move along. Our amazing product that we have just recently launched is called 7 Wonders. And our body is filled with water, 60, 70%, you know, and our cells are hydrated with water. Our mitochondria is also hydrated with water. So if we give our body good quality water, what's going to happen? Right? Amazing things. Now, there are miracle sites around the world where you find a lot of people queuing up just to get a water and drink, and they get a lot of wonderful healing results. And they are in Lourdes, France, Lacote in Mexico, Nordenau in Germany, Nadana in India. And it has been said that this water contains one particular ingredient, hydrogen, dissolved hydrogen. All right. So what is this dissolved hydrogen? Now, guys, I know to be scientific, I have to go through many, many words. All right. So bear with me. Now, this is again taken from the National Library of Medicine, NIH PubMed. And this is what it says about hydrogen. Hydrogen is extremely unique since it has the capability to act at the cellular level. Hydrogen is qualified to cross the blood-brain barrier, to enter the mitochondria, and even has the ability to translocate to the nucleus under certain conditions. Once in these ideal locations of the cell, previous studies have shown that hydrogen exerts antioxidant, anti-apoptotic, anti-inflammatory, anti-cytoprotective properties that are beneficial to the cell. Hydrogen is most commonly applied as a gas, water, right? That's the one I want to highlight. Saline and can be applied in a variety of other mediums. There are also a few side effects. It's inert, involving hydrogen, thus making hydrogen a perfect medical gas candidate for the convention of novel therapeutic strategies against cardiovascular, cerebrovascular cancer. Guys, this is not coming from Dr. James Ong. It's coming from PubMed, all right? Cancer, metabolic and respiratory diseases and disorders. Wow, amazing. Okay, amazing. So this next article, there are many articles about hydrogen, all right? Benefits, okay? So I won't go through with you. You can watch this. It's also all over YouTube now. We've done recordings, and you can watch from our iTerracare channel. And I just want to go to the last sentence, and it says what? Owing to its great efficacy and lack of adverse effects, because it's inert, hydrogen has promising potential for clinical use against many diseases. Guys, they don't mince their words. Every word counts. Every word counts, all right? So what does it say here? It has the potential for clinical use against many diseases. Wow. All right, so do we have hydrogen? How do we prove that we have hydrogen? So I'm going to share with you this video that we have recorded, all right, but the relevant parts only, okay? I do live demo as well all the time, and I'm just going to show you. is the dissolved hydrogen level. So here, as we put it in, and I'm sure you can see that the reading is 0, right? So over here, we're now going to put it in 7 Wonders water, and you can see the reading is more than 1,000. Yeah, and I've done this same demo in Chennai, in Hyderabad, and yeah, this coming Saturday, I'll be doing it in the HQ, in the office. All right, I'm traveling next week to Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, to also do all this demo live. Okay, so we have hydrogen, we have. Now, next thing is I want to introduce to you another important benefit is the oxidation reduction potential. Now, oxidation. What is oxidation? You cut an apple, it becomes brown. It gets oxidized. That's aging, isn't it? So oxidation is not good, right? Oxidation reduction, is that good? Yeah, of course. Oxidation is not good. Oxidation reduction is good. Oxidation reduction potential. So you want a reading which is high negative. You don't want a reading which is high positive. All right. So the high positive shows a lot of oxidation. And you find that in what? Soda, gaseous drinks, okay? Tap water, bottled water. They're all positive. As you go down, and I'm sure you've heard green tea is good. You test it, it's negative. Cod liver oil, omega-3 is good, right? You test it, it's negative. Oranges is good, right? You test it, it's negative. So the good stuff is negative, and we are -3, 700. That's what the reading shows. Let me show you now in the ORP experiment. Okay. It means that if you have a negative reading and the more negative it is, then it is less contaminated. So you want to have for good quality water, negative reading. So let's see now, what is the reading on this normal water? I guess you can see it's a positive reading, right? And then when I transfer it here, it will show you a negative reading. So here it shows that the ORP, or oxidation reduction potential, is definitely much better in 7 Wonders water. Right. Next, 7 benefits, remember? So we are now into the third one, alkaline. Now, why is alkaline good? Okay, let me just go on to show you first. The water is alkaline. And I'll just quickly stir it. I think you can already see, right? It's alkaline. So I'll go on to the next chart. The food and drinks, beverages that we consume, most of it are acidic. People love coffee. That's acidic, right? And meat, that's acidic, right? And it goes on. Fruits and vegetables, they are alkaline. But do you rely on just fruits and vegetables every day? Our body's pH should be between 7.35 to 7.45. You can Google it, all right? It should be between 7.35 to 7.45. That means that's mild alkaline. But look at the things that we keep putting into our body. They're mostly acidic. So we need help. We need help. So drinking alkaline water is going to help neutralize. Okay? Now, fourth, reduction in molecular size of water. Water comes in clusters. I repeat, water comes in clusters. What you want is reduce the size of the clusters. All right? So when you reduce the size of the clusters or reduce the molecular size of the water, it gives better absorption for the nutrients. How do we show it? Well, let me again show you this demo, the relevant part of it. Okay. Is we are going to place some chrysanthemum. This is chrysanthemum, all right? Those of you who do not know, and most of us do, chrysanthemum is a kind of tea, right? Chrysanthemum tea. then we'll just give it a quick stir. Can you see the color? I think it is fairly obvious, isn't it, right? It is fairly obvious. Then we have the next one, which is antioxidant. Wow, this is very important. That is reverse aging, right? Antioxidant. How do we show it to you? Let's take a look at this experiment. Okay, let me start again. Sorry, a little bit fast. All right. We put iodine. We put iodine. Okay. So the one from the Seven Wonders is colorless. It's very, very obvious if you can just compare the two. So this one is obviously it has antioxidation property. Now to make it more convincing, right? I'm going to put this instant noodle, something that people love. Yeah. And we're gonna add some more. Let's see what happens. Okay. Give it a good. So you can see, right? You can see this one here has changed. The oxidation process has definitely occurred, right? And clean glass. And now I'm going to transfer this over here and pour our water. So it's like magic, isn't it? So just imagine what we consume in our body, all right? Okay. And then number 6, mineral water. If we subscribe to the fact that we are energy, then our body needs, to be able to conduct, for the energy to flow. So we need to be able to show that we have this, energy flowing in our body. And when you drink this mineral water, all right, it's able to do that. Conduct electricity, all right? And pop this one in. You can see the light? The light. That's mineral water. And lastly is antibacterial property, okay? Now, it's very easy to consume and within minutes, and you just have to replace the core minerals every 3 months. All right. So that is our wonderful product, and certainly you should try it, right? For the hydrogen, for the antioxidant, for the ORP, all the things that I've just highlighted. Now, lastly, I want to share with you this amazing product that I'm wearing. This is the Ion Shield. Comes in different colors. And essentially, what's important is it actually blows, right? I mean, sorry, not blow, it actually emits negative ion, all right? It emits negative ion, and it's 60 million per cm. It's 60 million per cubic meter, right? 60 million per cubic meter. And wow, you can just imagine how much negative ion is surrounding you, all right? And where do you find negative ions? You find negative ions in forests after the rain. You find negative ions in waterfall area. You find negative ions by the beach. But we don't have the luxury to live in all these different areas. Am I right? So where do we live? We live in a city. And what do you find in the city? Smog, haze, pollutants. Am I right? And all these smog, haze, pollutants, they are positively charged. Okay? So when you have negative ions, which is negatively charged, it will neutralize it. Okay? So it's like having a waterfall surrounding you as you walk. Now, just imagine, you have a maybe a ozonizer, ionizer, air purifier at home, right? But you cannot bring your air purifier everywhere you go. Are you with me? You can't bring it to the car, you can't bring it to the office, you can't bring it everywhere, right? But here you can wear it and you can, right, bring it along with you and it follows you everywhere. Isn't it wonderful? Wow. So this is another amazing product. Now, how do I show you or prove to you? This is a smoke suppression test, okay? Okay. So as you can see, right, it is really, really amazing, right? So these are the three products that we have, and they're all selling very well. Okay, our number one market for the iTeracare devices is actually in, right, the United States. Can you imagine? We are an Asian company, right, selling. Our biggest market is in the United States, all right? So you can imagine that these people, well, they are not easily convinced, right? They must have tested it, they must have, and just to be impressed with it. And that's why they call this the magic one in America. They call this the miracle one in the UK and Europe. They call it, I don't know what they call it, right? But the word that people keep on using is, it's amazing. Because I don't know how else you can describe. How else you can describe. All right, so today's seminar, I'm also going to cover on the business plan. So in case you guys want to do business, right, you can also, I'm just fast forwarding to the marketing plan, all right, learn about it, research it, talk to the person who brings you into this meeting, and come to my training if you want to. Every Tuesday, I have a support new distributor orientation. Every Tuesday, I do it. And every session, I record it and I upload it so that everyone who comes in can learn at any time, all right? So the marketing plan is very simple. And guys, we started about more than a year ago during the pandemic. During the pandemic, when people are like so down and out, sick, and financially having huge problem, and we did this business via Zoom and online. And the top leaders in our company now are earning more than $100,000 US a month. Yes, I repeat, they are now earning more than $100,000 a month. Wow. Imagine that. Life-changing, isn't it? Even if you don't earn $100,000 a month, guys, if you're earning $10,000 a month, is that going to change your life? Put up your hand. I know. You guys, I love you, all right? I know some of you are putting up your hands right now. Okay. I feel for you. All right, I feel for you. And it is achievable. It is achievable, right? Okay. So how do you, yes, Jeffer, how do you earn? All right. First of all, how do you come into the business? Well, you come into the business by choosing a package. And you buy a silver package, gold package, diamond package. All right. Now, different countries have different prices because of taxes and courier and everything. I'm just going to use 320. 320 applies for Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, around here. All right. I'm going to use 320. So based on this, you can buy a silver package and have 1 unit of classic, the red one, the red device. You can choose that. Or you can buy gold and you can have 3 units of classic or 1 premium. Okay. Or you can buy diamond, where you can have 10 classics or 1 pro. Okay. And the price you can see, $320, $960, and $3,200. Okay. So when you buy these packages, you can start doing the business and earn income. And how do you earn? Well, it depends on your package. All right. Now, let me now try to simplify it. Very, very simplistic way. Everything is calculated through PV, point value. All right. So you buy a silver package, $320. The PV is 200. little adjustments for different countries. Some they sell, 350, as I said, because of the taxes and prices, and you may have 210. But I'm just going to use the basis, which is $320, 200 PV. Okay. So from 200 PV, you do the computation. When you introduce someone who buys a silver package, you're going to earn 10%. 10% on what? 10% on the 200 PV, because the PV is made for computational purposes. All right. And 10% on 200 PV will give you $20. So that's how much you earn. But that's not all. So when you introduce someone, we call it sponsor. You're the direct sponsor. You're going to earn 10% on 200 PV, which is $20. But the company is very generous. They're going to give you another product voucher or product point worth $65. So with the $65, you can use it to exchange and redeem for product. Or you can accumulate until you get $320 and you can buy a classic. Get a picture? All right. So you are going to earn, I repeat, for introducing a silver package, you're going to earn $20 and $65. That's what you're going to earn, right? So it's $65 of product. Now, if you introduce a gold, you're going to earn 10% of 600 PV. That is how much? $60. And how much product voucher are you going to earn? 225. Wow. 225. If you introduce a diamond, someone introduced by you directly, direct sponsor, a diamond, you are going to earn 10% of 2000 PV, which is $200, and $890 of product point or product voucher. Wow. You just top up a little bit and you get a premium for free. Isn't it amazing? So that is the beginning of the marketing plan, just for introducing. Then we go into sponsoring, and our marketing plan is a binary. That means if you don't understand, that's fine. Don't worry, I do it in training. We introduce left and right. So you just have to balance. Okay? So you introduce and you place left, and you introduce and you place right. The first one that you introduce must be placed on your left. After that, you can do whatever you want. So when you introduce on your left, of course, your left will start growing. This is what we call the left group. And then the right group. Okay? So you have the left group and the right group. So you have the group PV for the left and the group PV for the right. Very simple, isn't it? Okay? Now, in binary, someone on top can also place for you. We call this a spillover. Wow. You love that, don't you? You want your upline to throw someone for you, okay? Some downlines are pretty demanding, right? Hey, are you going to power leg for me? Right. Okay. So when your upline spill over for you, then you have your left and right. It's okay. It's counted as well. So binary is one of the best marketing plan in the world. In fact, there are countries where leaders, if it is not a binary, they don't want to do. But if it's a binary, woo, 2 hands up. All right, 2 hands up. They're all okay, guys. Show me your hands if it's that you love binary. We all love binary. So anyway, in this particular scenario, where you will be paid on every pair, the first pair on every level. So this is called level pairing bonus. So the first pair on every level, infinity, every level, you'll be paid 40%. So imagine you sponsor A on your left, you sponsor B on your right, both bought the silver package, you will be paid 40% on 200 PV. How much is that? $80. So aside from the $20, aside from the $65, you are going to earn $80 on your level pairing bonus. Are you with me? So you sponsor 1 person, 2 person, right? 2 persons, right? And you're going to earn $20 here, $20 here, $65 in product voucher here, $65 in product voucher here. On top of that, you are going to earn another $80. Is that good? Oh yeah, it's amazing, right? Then we go on to the next. We call it the pairing bonus. Now, the pairing bonus is still the binary. In fact, the pairing bonus is where, if you're serious about the business, That is your biggest income. I repeat, the pairing bonus, not the level pairing, the pairing bonus will be your biggest income. And the pairing bonus, again, because it's a binary, it includes direct, sponsored by you, as well as spillover from your upline. It includes that. And the pairing bonus is infinity, guys. There's no levels, right? So your line can go to Europe, go to, you know what I mean? It goes to everywhere in the world. One massive lake, all right? Okay, that's how you get paid. So in pairing bonus, if you have a silver package, you get paid 8% on the smaller group. So you have your left, you have your right. Every day there's a calculation. They look at a smaller group. So you will get paid 8% on the smaller group. If you're gold, you get 10% on the smaller group. If you're a diamond, you get 12% on the smaller group. All right. There's a max payout per day because the company, because there's infinity bonus, there's no, there must be safety net so that the company does not overpay. So there are two things the company have done to prevent itself from overpayment. Number one is max daily pairing. By the way, the calculation is done every day and you get paid every day. You get paid every day. Isn't it amazing? You get paid every day. Yeah. And what is the time cutoff? Because we are a Malaysian company, it's midnight GMT plus 8. Okay? Midnight GMT plus 8. Get paid every day. Now, two things, safety net. Once is the maximum per day. If you're a silver package, maximum you can earn is $300. The rest, flush, right? For gold, it's $900. For diamond, it's $3,750. So there's a significant jump. Of course, if you can, be a diamond, but I know, depends on your pocket, how deep it is, right? So you want to quickly upgrade to gold and even diamond, all right? So that you can earn the maximum per day. Now, the other safety net is, for the pairing bonus, the first 3 levels, there's no payout. I repeat, the first 3 levels for the pairing bonus, there's no payout. Okay, but it's okay because we still pay you on level pairing, isn't it? Even on the first 3 levels. But for a big business builder, it's okay. You get paid on the 4th, 5th, 6th, and so on, right? Because we are building network. We have 10, 20, 30 levels, many more, hundreds of levels, okay? And you will get paid. Only the first 3 levels. And you don't have a lot of people in the first 3 levels because binary starts with you 1, 2, 4, 8, right? So that's it. You don't get paid on all this. But below, there's a lot more and you get paid, okay? But to the company, it's huge. The first 3 levels of everybody, that's a big saving for the company. That's why our marketing plan has gone past more than a year and we are strong, all right? We are very, very strong. Next, the matching bonus. I would like to call this the leadership bonus. For you to earn the matching bonus, you have to support your leader, help them to grow, so that when they earn in their pairing bonus, you get a percentage. And how much do you earn? You get 10% on your first generation, you get 5% on your second, another 5, another 5, if you are silver. If you are gold, you get 5 generations. If you're diamond, you're 6 generations. And it's dynamic compression. So people in between who are not active, okay, you will also compress the plan and you will get paid. All right. If you don't understand, don't worry. Come to my training on every Tuesday and watch my video and you will be able to understand. Okay. So this is the general overview of the marketing plan that we have. And before I close, if you want to earn, you have to maintain. And how much do you maintain? $30 a month. All right. So the $30 a month, you can buy product, or you can maintain 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or like in my case, I maintain 1 year, so I don't have to worry at all. So I maintain 1 year by paying $360. I redeem for $320 another classic. Okay, so you can do that. So this is how we, have in our marketing plan and how you can earn. And when you maintain $30, there's also a uni-level bonus. So imagine when your group starts to grow, you are going to earn residual income. Okay, so you grow your group, Let more people maintain, and you're going to earn residual income. All right. So this is what we have in terms of our marketing plan. And I hope it becomes very clear to you that the product and the marketing plan, they help you to grow the business globally. And because we are not food supplement, you don't need to be registered every country you go to. We are just a blower. We are just a pendant. We are just a tumbler. We can go anywhere in the world. Just DHL the product. That's why this company has grown so fast, because our products are global products. Okay, so no restrictions, and we are able to send them anywhere in the world. So I hope you enjoy today's meeting, and yeah, do come for a meeting. On training every Tuesday and every Friday. I also do regular business presentation, and you can also send the link to all your friends and invite them, so that I'll be doing the explanation for you, and also every Tuesday I'll be doing the training for you. Thank you so much for being with me.